Robbins gets it away. And we get our first look at Jalon Daniels, the sixth-year senior who told us, Kansas takes it. They've got two running backs to begin. And LeShawn Williams, the Iowa transfer, back from a shoulder injury that kept him out last week. Pressure picked up. Daniels got rid of it quickly to Levi Wentz, who gets swung down. Daniel Hishaw is wrapped up in the backfield. Josiah Trotter, the first man in. Sam Horn unfortunately got injured for the Tigers. Prabula for Norfleet, the tight end who loves to hurdle, picked up a first down, and that'll set this place into a friend.
Shot go up in the air and go down. Well, it's the first throw. You get it to the tight end and let the tight end Scatterboo, and obviously Ashton Jeanty, the #1 running back taken in last year's NFL draft.
You do expect to see Bengali Kamara for Kansas. Through to the outside is caught, and it's Donovan Olumide. Hardy again straight ahead. Slips free. Hardy's off to the races. Touchdown!
He's got to make that play. He's untouched.
Conduct, offense number 55.
And races to the end zone.
That penalty will be enforced on the ensuing kickoff.
Stay off, contact balance, and breaks to the end zone.
Robert Myers' point after is blocked. Kansas picks it up. Tommy Dunn blocked it. The Jayhawks are off to the races with Mason Ellis, who gets tracked down. Daniels, quick one to the outside, short of the sticks. Keaton Kabeka. Daniels throws it, and it's caught by Bowden Groon, the tight end. For Kansas, fake it to Pickett. Daniels up the seam, and it's caught. Deshaun Hanukkah up the ladder, and Kansas answers back.
Wide open for the touchdown throw. See, Burks, he's looking at Pickett, and nobody's in the back end for.
After the 7th-year senior tight end, Eli Drinkwitz said we'll see what the future holds for him when we talked with him yesterday. This is Jamal Roberts on the ground, and he pushes the pile to about the 23.
He's #1. Didn't expect for him to play. He's out there on the field.
Missouri goes quickly. Pabrula can run, and he cuts it upfield. Drop the football! Scooped up by Austin Alexander for a touchdown!
Once you watch Mason Ellis, #23, he's going to flash on the left side of the screen. He comes in late. You don't put two hands on the football. Boom! That ball's out. It's picked up. Ran into the end zone by Austin Alexander.
Yeah, the redshirt junior DB from small town Kansas, a first-year starter who has overcome so much. He's been such a great program builder through his career. Mizzou keeps it on the ground and nothing doing for him. Prabula with carnage all around him gets dragged down. Just a three-man rush. Prabula flushed, chased, he throws it. Norfleet makes the catch. Kansas City Chiefs. Nagy off a hop. Sidesteps a couple of tacklers. And Tate Nagy gets around the corner and takes it back. 5 wide for Jalon Daniels on a quarterback draw. And Daniels picks up a few yards out toward the 50. Ball came out, but they are.
Missouri, Corey Batoon, the defensive coordinator, they've got to have a check. There's a check to make sure that everybody knows.
Pickett, 7-1, a guy you mentioned on third downs. He was the motion man. Daniels takes a shot downfield, and it's caught. Levi Wentz hauls it in.
That's nothing different. It's just get to the outside and just run past. Nice job by Wentz.
Now on the ground with Daniel Hishaw. He gets stacked up, pushing the pile. Quillen Gorsica. Hishaw's the running back. Hishaw gets it, plunging forward, and Hishaw is marked shortly under center, and it is Daniels in for a touchdown.
Senior. A lot of times everybody would do what? They're going to go right over the center where there's an open window.
The kick is good.
Tavares Jones, and now Bo Prabula and the Tigers back with it, and Ahmad Hardy with a good gain off the right side, takes it past the 30, running back into the game on third down. Pressure comes. Pribula got rid of it quickly to Kevin Coleman for a first down and more. Out to the 50. The Mississippi State play fake. Clean pocket, and Pribula had it batted down in practice. Looked like Kansas might have jumped. Pribula goes to the air, got it to Xavier Lloyd. Again, a role he knows so well from his time at Penn State. Kamara jumped, free play, up the seam, and it's caught by Josh Manning for a first down. Line to gain is just shy of the goal line. Another run, and Hardy gets wrapped up by Trey Lathan.
Let Pribula make a play.
15th play of the drive. Pribula, Coleman, touchdown, Tigers!
Got to go over the top. See Todd, he's over the top, but a nice job by Marquise Johnson. He created the space that Coleman needed to race to the pylon, and a nice throw from Pribula.
And 3-second drive, feels like you need 6.
Yeah, you need 6. But this time they went to number 3. Now that's not Luther Burden, everybody. That's Kevin Coleman Jr.
This offense for Kansas, much like Missouri's offense as well. Daniels under pressure, and down he goes. Ball came out at the end as well. Still loose and picked up by Kansas back in its own end zone. Frustrating even more so for Lance Leipold. Tavares Jones gets banged shy of the 30. Ahmad Hardy, already 11 carries. Pribula backpedaling, zips one downfield, and batted away at the last moment by Kevin. Yeah, Ole Miss got to be sick of seeing Kentucky, especially after how last year went. We welcome you back to Columbia, Missouri. 21-15, the Kansas lead with this rivalry renewed. Pribula, quick out, Kevin Coleman, who last year was top 2 in the SEC in reception to a 10. Pribula steps up in the pocket and takes off. Pribula slides down with a first down in plus territory. Empty it out for Pribula. A little crosser close to the sticks. Josh Manning is a yard short. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Ahmad Hardy back into the game. Hardy with a cut. Oh, he's got the wiggle too. Running over defenders, and he dropped the football. With about 6 minutes to go until halftime. So feed him again, but he is met in the backfield on 2nd and long. Pribula tucked it, and Pribula gets wrapped up for a loss. Pressure comes, it's a screen, and it's Coleman, and he's chopped down. Shreg last week. So they've got a true freshman who has assumed responsibility in Robert Meyer with the Jalen Daniels turnover. 2nd down and goal, Ahmad Hardy strung out, breaks a couple of tackles, and finally gets dropped for this 2nd quarter. Pribula to throw. Pribula, end zone incomplete. From California, handling the duties with Blake Craig.
Putting in work.
56 seconds and 3 timeouts to work with, and Emmanuel Henderson gets met right near the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down. Daniels keeps it, and he can run, and Daniels gets met. Coleman from just outside the 20. And he gets met. There is a flag down at the end of the... Couple long drives orchestrated by Beau Pribula, the Penn State transfer, sat behind the last couple of years. Drew Aller in Happy Valley. Ahmad Hardy with a lane, rather Jamal Roberts on the move, and Roberts takes it into plus territory. Pribula up the seam, and he's got it complete. Kevin Coleman on the move. Coleman shoved out of bounds near the goal line.
Safety looks like he's just out of the play. He's got to make that play right then and there. Taylor Davis, he does it when to get all the way down, and now no timeouts.
And the true freshman tucks it inside the upright and ties this game at 21. On 2nd down, he does that again. He's got to complete to Kevin Coleman. 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers. Pressure comes. Pribula backpedaling, and he's got to complete across the middle. Again, Pribula looked really good in week 1 against Central Arkansas, now making his 2nd career start after 3 years plus a degree at Penn State. 300 yards of offense. Roberts gets past the 45 and sets up 3rd and short. Bo Pribula across the middle, and it's incomplete. One of the best throws, perhaps, of his career. From midfield, Daniels takes off and goes spinning.
Hands on the ball.
Gets rid of it quickly, and it's dropped. The 3-man rush. Daniels under heat, and Daniels gets to the sideline, and he's struck out of bounds by Derek. Pressure comes. Daniels across the middle, and a bottling catch is made. Conservative in the final minute before halftime with timeouts at their disposal. Daniels toward the end zone, into coverage, incomplete. They need 6. Daniels flush. Daniels tucks it toward the sideline. He goes spinning and gets crushed. 26 for Marshawn. And he gives the Jayhawks the lead. Pribula slips it out for Ahmad Hardy. And Hardy gets tracked down by Tommy Dunn.
And try to maybe work Johnson down at the bottom.
Pribula floats one. Sideline, and he dropped it in perfectly. Daniel Blood. Quarterback. Had seen him running so much in his time with Penn State. Well, he's answered those questions in a couple of games. On the rollout, Pribula back in the end zone, incomplete, in the vicinity of Roberts. Met in the backfield on the 2nd effort, going to be very close. And every Missouri drive feels lengthy. Pribula gets swung down. Pribula looks that way, floated it for Campbell, who got cut off there by Saeed Gibbs. Pribula across the middle, touchdown! Brett Norfleet, and Missouri's got the lead.
Who misses it? It's John Kamara. He comes late. He's shielded by the No one looks at the tight end, and that's where the throw went for the touchdown.
Design run with a seam. Sure-handed tackle is made. To 4 on Kansas with the football with 2nd down. Jalen Daniels with all day. Deep shot downfield, and he overcooked it for Emmanuel Henderson. Pressure picked up. Daniels got rid of it, and just out of the reach of a diving Emmanuel Henderson. 100 yards now on the ground. Missouri's racked up 178 yards rushing. Wesselman gets it away for the true freshman Tate Nagy. Signaled for the fair catch, and he hung on to it. Kansas with the football down by 4. Long way to go in the 4th. Worst starting field position for either team, and LeSean Williams.
Because of this Missouri defense.
4-man rush. Daniels zips one sideline, and he got it complete this season. Off some trickery. Daniels flings it sideline, and dropped by Daniel Hishaw. Daniels steps up. He fires, and he's got it complete. There's Emmanuel Henderson. Daniels back to the air. Felt the pressure, and Daniels takes off. Outraces Rodriguez. Stayed on his feet. Tiptoes out of bounds, shy of the 20. Daniels got rid of it to Cam Pickett. And the Ball State transfer. Who have you with us? Daniels pulls it. He flips it. Hanukkah, another touchdown. Jayhawks back in front.
Showing as if he's going to block, but what? He just goes out, fakes the block open for the touchdown. A little deception there from Hanukkah. Another touchdown for the tight end.
Matchup, and it's lived up to it. Second down. Prbula across the middle, and he got it complete to midfield. The Tigers need 7. They're 2 for 3 on 4th down. Pressure comes. Prbula got it to Coleman for a first down. Enormous. And how big has Kevin Coleman been? Prbula going right back to the air. He takes off. Now here's the legs, and he slides. Crosser, it's the freshman. Donovan Olumide toward the sticks and looks to be just short. Prbula against pressure. Finds Norfleet. Off to the races. Touchdown!
Norfleet, man, these tight ends have been balling today. That's his second touchdown today, Mike. And where the play is developed. Look at all the action going to the right. Norfleet goes to the opposite side. Prbula.
Daniels gets rid of it, and Highshot is dropped immediately for a loss. Josiah Trotter. 3rd down and 7. Daniels out route, and he's got it off the fingertips of Henderson.
Watch this block by Joshua Manning on the outside, Mike. You talk about you get wide receivers over there in the blocking game.
Roberts, met by Bengali Kamara. Timeouts for Lance Leipold in Kansas. Jamal Roberts off the left side with the lead. Roberts off to the races. He is gone. Richard Sophomore from St. Louis, known for his dependent
blocks. It is all 3 of these receivers on the outside. See, they're engaged with all of the defensive backs. Roberts to get down the sideline for the touchdown.
Emmanuel Henderson from the goal line. Finds a seam and gets swung down. Pressure off the edge. Daniels forced and flushed, and he just gets rid of it. Four-man rush. Daniels stepped up, slips it to Hanukkah. 3rd down and 5. Daniels, sideline too tall. Daniels searching. Flushed again, and this one along the sideline is...
Got a foot in bounds. Let's see, nice job. Does he get a foot in bounds? Let's pop up, let you know that the foot was in bounds. Firm control of that football in his hands.
He looked good again today. Hands it off to Ahmad Hardy, who plunges forward. 3rd down coming up. Kansas can use...
I'm kind of taking a part out of Joe Burrow, former Ohio State and LSU Heisman Trophy winner. On the quarterback, Prbula. I thought he had a tremendous day, the way that not only he was able to throw the football, hand it off.